So start by finding a standing position, taking the feet comfortably apart, soft bend in the knees, shoulders up towards the ears, take them back and down. So you're opening through the heart space. And then placing both hands onto the heart center, so the center of the chest. Relax the shoulders down, root into the feet, and connect to the breath. Take a long, slow inhale. And then exhale just out of the mouth as you arrive into the here and the now for this next short practice to open the heart. So just bringing your awareness to the heart space where those hands are placed over. The true nature of the heart is open, playful, and loving. Just connecting to this energy as you breathe into that heart space. Taking slow inhalations and exhalations in and out through the nose if you can. And with each exhale, feel this sense of softening and opening, releasing any tension or tightness in this area surrounding the heart. And then setting your intention for this heart opening sequence. Continuing with the slower, more conscious breathing, you can take the hands now onto the shoulders and start to make little circles with the elbows. And be gradually drawing those circles a little bit bigger and bigger, with the intention to open through the chest, open through the upper back and shoulders. Good, one more. Nice. And then taking the elbows back, forward, and if you can, towards one another as if they're going to touch. Again, you can make these smaller or bigger. And two more. And last one. So opening through the shoulder blades. Good. And then extending the arms out, taking the thumbs back, opening through the palms, opening through the heart, the lungs, lifting through the chest, and maybe even taking the gaze up, shoulders down the back. Breathing there. And then slowly you're going to flip, turning the thumbs down, rotating the shoulders forward, and bring the chin to the chest to lengthen through the back of the neck. And then with your next inhale, opening up. And with your next exhale, closing. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. And then sweeping the arms all the way up, you'll start to feel that warmth in the shoulders, reaching the arms up, palms facing one another if you can, shoulders down the back, and try not to stick the tailbone out to draw. Find a neutral position with the pelvis, reaching the arms up. And then exhale, really slowly let those arms drop. Just feeling that energy through the biceps, triceps, through the shoulders. Breathing there. Nice. And then taking the right leg over the left, reach up with that right arm, lift and open up through the side body. If you want a little bit more, you can take hold of the wrist, press that right hip away from you, reach and open up through that lateral side. So I may not be mirroring you here, so if that's the case, you can work on the left side. Breathing into the rib cage, just so I don't confuse you for this practice. And then inhale, come back. Separate, bring the feet together and then swap it over. You can drop this arm down, reach and extend, opposite side. Again, feel that space around the heart. Maybe grabbing the wrist and pressing this hip outwards, but creating space in the waist. Lengthening here, breathing into the rib cage. Nice, then inhale back to the center. And then exhale, bring the feet together, relaxing those arms down. Just taking a moment, again, to just feel. What do you feel after those few moves? Really nice. And then we're going to bring the arms as if you're in a ballet position. You're going to take the arms out wide like bird wings, squeezing the shoulders together. And then exhale, flip the backs of the hands, pull the belly button back to the spine, looking down towards the ground. Flip the hands open, squeezing the shoulder blades for that beautiful space around the chest. And exhale, belly button back to the spine, back to the hands touch. 2 more times with the breath. Inhale, opening. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, opening. And exhale, letting the arms drop down. Good. Then we're going to interlock the fingers, knuckles on top of the head. Reach the palms up towards the sky, shoulders down the back again, neutral position in the pelvis, comfortable position with the legs. If you want a little bit extra, you can reach up high onto the toes to strengthen the ankles and work the calves too. Reaching up, pressing the palms up towards the sky. Whether you're on the toes or not, doesn't matter. Undo the interlock of the fingers. Bend the elbows and bend the knees. So again, heels can be lifted or they can be down onto the ground. So that nice bend into the knees. And then take the hands behind the back. Place the palms onto the lower back, the back of the pelvis. And then lean forward with the chest. You can let the head drop. If you want a little bit more there, interlock the fingers and send the knuckles away from you. Maybe even clasping the palms together and maybe extending the legs back, crown of the head towards the ground. If this feels painful in the back, stay with one of the other options where the knees are more bent and the chest touches the thighs. Then bending the knees, coming back into that position, hands onto the lower back, and then sweep the arms back up, reaching them all the way up and over the head, maybe high onto the toes, and then exhale down. I'm going to change to face this side and we'll repeat again. Interlocking the fingers, knuckles on top of the head, pressing the palms up towards the sky. Maybe that extra add-on, rising onto the toes. With the extra wind, it's a little bit difficult. From here, separate, bending the elbows, bending the knees, stay high onto the toes if you can, and then either hands onto lower back or interlocking. Stay here or going further into your forward fold, Uttanasana, maybe clasping the palms. Remembering the breath and breathe into the heart space. Feel that opening. Feel that softening around the heart. The last one, again, carefully coming out, hands onto the lower back, looking forward, reaching the arms up. Maybe high onto the toes, and then slowly dropping down. Last one. I'll face forward this time, interlocking. Palms up, strong in those legs, focused, undoing the hands, bending the knees, bending the elbows, breathing there. And then coming into your version of that forward fold. A few nice breaths into the heart space, into the back of the shoulders. And then gently coming out. reaching the arms up and relaxing the arms down. Hands onto the heart space, taking a full breath in and out. Beautiful. Now taking the legs wide, working a little bit more through the legs. We're going to turn into a lunge position. You can make this shorter or longer. Just try out and see what feels best for you. So we're going to inhale, reach the arms up, straight in the front leg. We did this before, bending the elbows just like you did, and bending the front knee, drawing the back heel away. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Maybe the extra add on, lifting high onto the toes, bending the front knee, staying onto the toes, working that calf muscle that they say in Chinese medicine is connected to the heart. Holding there. And then placing the heel down, reaching the arms up. Good. Then taking the hands, either option behind the back, just like you did before, or interlocking, sending the knuckles away. Another extra add-on, but you must lift through the heart space. You can go into a deeper back bend. Try to keep the front knee nice and bent and open the heart. Breathing there. And then come back into a neutral position. Bringing the hands into the heart space at prayer. Shifting forwards, looking down, and maybe coming into Virabhadrasana 3, flexing the back foot, strong in this standing leg. Keep the hips, the head of the hips facing down, and find your balance. Remembering that breath, finding stability, but again, a softness with the breath. In your own time, dropping that back leg. Doesn't matter if you wobble, you come out, finding that lunge. Inhale, reach straight in the front leg, reach the arms up. Then we're going to open out to the sides, taking the toes out, bending the knees. Again, adjusting to what feels good for your hips into our goddess. Arms out to the side. You can go a little bit deeper, or you can take it less. And if you want, working the calves again, lifting high up onto the toes and feeling that strength in the legs. Breathing there. Maybe bringing the forefinger and the thumb, the connection together. Then dropping the heels down, maybe going a little bit deeper. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, pivot and turn to the opposite side. Bending that knee. Inhale, straighten the front leg, straighten the arms. Exhale, bending the front knee, elbows bend. Inhale, maybe the extra add-on of the toes lifted. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, and taking the hands behind the back, you can press that heel back down. Option to stay here, drawing the elbows in, shoulder blades in, heart is open. Or interlocking the knuckles, bringing the knuckles back, chest is lifted towards the sky. Soft across the face. Bringing the chin back in, bringing the hands into that palm center. I'm going to shift back a little, and then you can tilt forwards, maybe finding that Virabhadrasana 3. Find a point of focus, stay with the breath. In your own time, dropping that foot back down, finding your lunge position. Inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs, coming back into goddess. And then you can place your hands, fingers are at the back of the thigh, and the thumbs gently roll the thighs back. And without shifting too much in the legs, if you can, you press one shoulder forwards and you look over the other. Inhale back to center. Exhale, press. So you're pressing the heel of the hand into the thigh and looking over the other shoulder. One more time. Inhale, exhale. And in your own time with your breath. And coming back out, straightening the legs, turning the toes in, heels out. Hands again in that same position, flat, fingers pointing down. And you can start to hinge from the hips. Maybe going halfway, stopping there. That may be enough for your hamstrings. Or you may go a little bit deeper. If you go a bit further, you can slide your hands down the legs, draw the elbows out and the crown of the head towards the air. Wherever you are, stay for as long as you can with me. If you need to come out, take your hands onto the waist, elbows point up, and use the legs always to come out of a forward fold. Otherwise, if you're with me, stay a couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, taking the hands onto the waist, elbows point up, press through the heels of the feet, little bend in the knees if you need, otherwise you can use straight legs, but use the legs to come all the way out. Heel, toe, the feet together. Pausing there to feel that energy, grounding energy through the legs. Feel that spaciousness around the heart. And bringing the palms back over that heart space. Feel the heart beating, the blood flowing, that prana and energy, and how it's manifested after your practice. Feel with each breath this sense of softening and opening around the heart. But this strength that the heart knows when to protect itself. Just like the pericardium in Chinese medicine, that protective sheath that looks after the heart. We know when to be open, to be vulnerable, to be playful. And we know when to protect our heart, to keep it safe. And just coming back to your intention for this practice today. And as always, gratitude for the body, wherever it is at in the here and now. Loving kindness towards the body, the heart and the mind. And then when you're ready, bring the palms together. Taking a really lovely deep breath in. Exhale out. And namaste.